Family celebrations are so much fun. Look at these cute Pilgrim table favors for Thanksgiving. And what you may not know is that there's actually a little treat inside for after your dinner is over. To make them, you're gonna need a few supplies. For this craft, I used recyclable coffee cups. You're gonna need a couple of those, one for each person at the table, some scraps of felt, some black paper, some black marking pens, clear glue, a little secret treat to go inside, some soda tabs from a can, again, we love to recycle, craft stick, scraps of paper, some paper clips, and your scissors. Now, the first thing is because we're recycling, these still have coffee in them. So we're gonna clean it out first because we wanna make sure that all the gunk is out. And I just slide the side of the scissors into the coffee cup and I pull off the foil and the grounds come right out. Now, if you're really into helping the environment, you can recycle these in a compost bin. And then I'm just using the scissor once again to pull off the brown filter underneath it, like this. And you can use your fingers just to pull it out and get most of the goop out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want it to be clean. So there we go. When you're done with that, you're just gonna wash them out in a little bit of water and let them air dry or dry them off with a paper towel. But that's all you have to do to prepare them. So once you get them all nice and dry, we're gonna paint them because pilgrims traditionally had black hats. So we're just going to use our marking pen and go around and paint it. You can also use an acrylic paint if you like, and it usually takes 2 coats for acrylic paint, and sometimes it takes 2 coats for the marking pens too. Here you go. And you know, what's cool about these particular markers is that they are made to be used on plastic, so they won't peel off, the color won't peel off when it's done. So you just continue coloring around all the way, and don't forget to do the top as well. All right, so we kind of get the idea, so let's move on to the next step. And when you're done, it'll look something like that, which is already kind of cute. So I just used a coffee cup to trace around on some black scrap paper like this. And you're just gonna trace around and then cut it out with your scissors. And you can use either the small end for a small brim or the big one for a super big brim. I kind of like the small brims. So here's where you're going to go ahead and put in your little wrapped candy, and I do recommend using a dinner mint or something that is already wrapped, and then add a little bit of glue like so. And we're going to pop the top on, which makes the brim. And then we're gonna set this aside and let this dry. And actually it's good to just leave those like this. That way they won't slide around. When they're all dry, you're ready to decorate. All you have to do is cut a scrap of felt, very thin, and you can eyeball this, I don't measure anything. And you can even use a bit of ribbon if you like. I like to use a craft stick, and I take that soda tab, and see that little part there where it was attached? I just move it to the back, and then flatten it out. You'll slide your felt through the soda tab like a little buckle. See, isn't that adorable? And I eyeball it, I just bring it around to the back, and we're gonna snip it with our scissors. Another drop of glue, and this is ready to be set aside to dry again. Now, these are cute just the way they are, but if you want them to be personalized, you can just use a paper clip. Use your scissor to poke a hole in the top. It kind of squishes, but it pops back into shape. And then you can insert the paper clip in. Then all you have to do is take a little piece of scrap paper, slide it in, and write their name on it, and then slide it in. But that way everybody can have their own spot at the table.